Hi y'all, I hope you're all doing well. Today, according to the Gospel of John, Jesus died. In the Gospel of John, it says that Jesus died on the day of preparation, which according to the Hebrew calendar is Nissan 14th of Nissan. The Hebrew calendar was a lunar one where the day started at sunset and not at midnight. And so it ran into the next day. And so according to that calendar, tonight is the night that, Jesus was betrayed by Judas. And then when they came to arrest him, they asked his homie Peter, are you with him? And he's like, I don't know that guy. He denied him more than once. So these were his homeboys, these were the apostles. And one of them sold him out for some silver. I think 40 pieces, something like that. And the other one who loved him denied knowing him. And then he was sentenced to death, probably killed around 3 o'clock, after the night passed. It's still the same day because of the lunar calendar. But according to the book of John, Jesus, he had he passed away, he was killed today. And so I don't really push religion. I'm not telling anyone to, pick a religion or be of a religion. I'm just sharing something that I think is a moment worth pausing on, reflecting on, and for gratitude. I will say that believing in Jesus and God requires a leap of faith, and faith by definition is believing in something that you can't prove, you can't see, touch. And, when I think of science, I know that physics says you can't make something from nothing. And so even the theory of the Big Bang is flawed because there was nothing there before. And so some physicists would argue that something had to create the nothing itself. And this came out of a theory that eventually I don't know if it's the universe will keep growing and it slows down until it collapses in on itself, and then we go back to nothing. And that when they looked at through this new telescope they got that allows them to look far back into time, more than ever has been done before. I think it's called the Weber telescope. I could be wrong, but now looking at it, they're discovering that even where they thought was the Big Bang on, there's stuff behind that. And so that belief or theory was that the Big Bang actually came from a previous universe that had collapsed in on itself like we're going to do, and that that provided the materials for the bang. So the point is that even with science, there's just theory, and for me anyways, it's not any more far-fetched to believe that there's a creator who tells us you just don't have the capacity to understand where I come from, because there is no beginning to, there was this explosion and then everything came after that. I think both require a leap of faith, and I choose to leap over here, and because of that, I recognize today as a day that a sacrifice was made on my behalf. And I'll leave it at that. I hope you guys have a good one. Just wanted to mention the Hebrew calendar and the significance of today. Have a good one.